I want to talk about a show, probably the only show that I really watch, which is Power. I've been watching it since the OG Power. I've watched all the spinoffs, every episode, and I'm heavily vested into that franchise. And they have recently announced 2 new shows. One of them is Power Origins, which was announced a while ago. It's going to be an origin story of Ghost and Tommy and Kanan, I think, and I think Breeze is going to be there too. And then you have Power Legacy, which is going to be on the current timeline. It's starring Tariq and Tommy. I kind of give you my 1-2 on both of these. So the Legacy show is the one that I'm least excited about out of the 2. I don't really know where they go with that story going back to New York. I do think it will be the end of Tommy. I think we're going to finally see the demise of Tommy Egan. And I don't know what happens with Tariq. I just don't know what they do with that story going forward. I thought it would have been a lot more interesting if they would have moved it to a different city, because then it would have given you like new faces and new things to get excited about. But him going back to New York to me just makes no sense, and him teaming up with Tariq makes no sense to me. So I'm excited to see what they do in the writers' room and how they, kind of tie that together, because I'm not sure how that's going to make sense. Even the way that dialogue happened with Tommy and Tariq on the rooftop at the end of Power Force, I just wasn't really digging it. Power Origins, though, I am excited about. It's an origin story of Ghost and Tommy. It's supposed to take place in the early 2000s. It's supposed to have a lot of Kanan in it, a lot of Breeze in it, and I want to see some of those stories actually take place that we heard in the OG Power. Stories like how Ghost got his name. Stories about how Ghost killed Breeze. Why Ghost sent Kanan to prison. How Ghost met Tasha. How Tasha became part of the organization. A lot of these things are things that we heard about in the OG Power, but we never got to see, obviously. And I think we're going to get to see it in Power Origins. And that leads me to one of my favorite parts of Power, which are the theme songs, right? So I think 50's about 2 out of 3 on the theme songs. I wasn't so excited about the Power Force theme song, but I love the OG Big Rich Town, and I love the one for Raising Kanan, and he just dropped another one that I absolutely love for Power Origins. Yo, this joint featuring Leon Thomas, I think it's called What We Here For. It's crazy. It is so crazy. The beat's crazy. Leon killed the hook. 50 killed the verse. Man, this is going to be another one of those where I don't skip the intro when I watch this show, because this record is fire. Which leads me to 5th. Where is some new music? I'm a 50 Cent fan, man. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm not. I was a very young man during the 50 Cent wave, and I definitely was, outside during that time and really enjoyed a lot of those records, being in nightclubs and bars and parties back then. And I became a fan of Fifth even through his transition to television and movies. But I am, I'm a fan of Fifth from, Ghetto Quran days, How to Rob days. I was introduced to him as a rapper, so I want to hear some new music, Fifth. What's up, man?